Hello guys. So today we are going to check like how we can download the developer or the tester version of Microsoft SQL Server and how to create our own database so that you can practice your SQL skill there. So it doesn't need any kind of a license. It's completely free. So for that, what you need to do is basically just go to the Google MS SQL Server and just go to this SQL Server downloads. And here you can see there are a couple of options. So this option, the developer option, you can see SQL Server 2022 developer is full featured free edition. License for use on development and test database is non-production environment. So what you can do, you can download this. Okay, so you can see here the file is got downloaded. So I'll open the file and then it asks for the installations. So I'll go click on yes. And then I can select the basic version and then just read the instructions, click accept, choose the location where you want to install your software and then click on install. It will take few minutes to complete the setup. So here you can see it will take around 5 minutes to complete the installation. Once the installation is done, so now SQL Server installation is done, and after this installation, what we will do is basically we can either connect through here. So once we connect through here, it will open a SQL command line. So here also we can execute several SQL commands using the command line. Or what we can do is basically we can go into the start option and here we will get the SQL Server Management Studio 19. So we can open this SQL Studio. It will take few seconds. And once it is open, it will ask for the server name. Just select your server name and click on connect and it will get connected. Once it is connected, then you can go to the databases and within the database, you can see how many databases are there. And within the model, you can create your tables and do other SQL queries as per your need. So now what we can do is basically we will try to create a table using any of the flat file upload function. So we will go under system databases and there we will find a model. We will right merge on the model and we'll go to the task and there is an import data option. So we'll click on import data and then we will click on next and here we will select flat file. And for the flat file, we will select any of the sample file that we have. Okay. And then we will preview the data. Everything seems fine. Click on next. Here we will select OLEDB provider for SQL Server. And then we will click next, 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 and finish. So we'll create a table. Now close this. And when you will refresh this, you will able to see the table is created. Now what you can do, you can run the query and you can see the data is already appearing. So this is very simple how you can create a table. So if you want to do any kind of practice like on the SQL query, what you can do is basically you can have some sample files and similarly you can create multiple tables and then you can play around with the SQL query that how the table join works or how several functions on like table update or insert works on in SQL query in SQL Server. So this is very simple. You can also use this a SQL query to connect to your any of the reporting tool like Power BI or SSE or Tableau. And if you are learning reporting as well, so and you want to know that how to fetch the data from relational database tables, then you can create some sample relational database table over here. And then in your Power BI, you can just simply connect to this server and then replicate this data in your Power Query, and then there you can do all kind of modeling as per your needs. So yeah, this is how it's very simple to create a table in SQL Server. If you want to create it like manually instead of using flat file upload, because flat file upload is pretty quick, but still if you want to go with a manual creation, you can just simply right click on the table and then click on the table option. So this is also one of the option where you can just put the column names like flight number, and then you need to select the data type. So, and then you also need to whether it's a it can allow a null value or not. So similarly, you can put n number of fields as per your needs. So this is another way, or the third way is that you can open a new query and there you can just simply create a table. So here you can just simply write the code of creating a table, and you can just name it and it's done. It's pretty simple. You just need to give the details of the columns, and like you can give your table name as sample2, and then sorry, and then you can just name your apply. So you can create a table using a query as well. So you can just write flight number and you can give it as an int, not null. Then you can create, for example, a simple table, flight number and the distance covered. So it is also int. And then we can close the bracket and we will check the syntax. Syntax should be okay. So execute. The table is created. We will refresh this and we can go inside the table. We can see sample2 table is created. So there are three ways that we have discussed here to create a table. First one is to go to the task and import the data via flat file. Another one is to right click on the table and go to the table, and there you can put all the names and the types and just click on save. And then this is done. And the third way is to run the SQL query. Sorry, this one. So create table, give the table name, bracket, and then you can put the flight number and the type. So basically the field and the data type of that field. So it's pretty simple. Okay, so this is it. So what we wanted to cover here in a very simple example, we may discuss other SQL related details as well in later on in the other sessions. So thank you so much.